Hello guys, welcome back to my YouTube channel. So today we'll be learning CSS position, and after this lecture I will still drop a link in the comment box. So if you want to still learn more about CSS position. So what does CSS position elements help us do? CSS position elements help us move elements around the document, around our HTML document. You get it helps us, like for example, if we want to move this first child element to the position of the second child element, or we want to move this third child element to the position of this first child element, or we want to move it to this extreme edge. That is one big advantage of CSS position. So let me start by showing you guys how to use CSS position, which is absolute, one of the CSS position, which is absolute position. So by default our document uses static position, in the sense that every element falls down one after the other. Like after the first child comes the second child, after the second child comes the third child, and if I want to add another child element, it comes after this third child. You get. So let me show you guys how to use absolute position. So I've set our HTML document already, and I have set some roof, our CSS already, which is this background color, which is our parent element, and this three child element. So with that being said, let me start by showing you guys how to use absolute position. So let's add absolute position to our first child by writing position absolute, position absolute, and let's add dot 0 pixel, right, 0 pixel. So let's check the results in our browser. You'll see this first child element leaves the document flow, like it leaves the document flow. By default, you would think that the first child element is meant to stay somewhere around here, but that is the normal way absolute position behaves. Just take it that way. That is the normal way it behaves. So for you to stop it from acting this way, you have to add relative position to the parent element. So whenever you want to make something fit in here, or somewhere, like, in order you want something not to leave the normal document flow like the parent element, you add position relative to the parent element. So let's add position relative to it. Yeah, you can see it no longer leaves the normal parent element. So with this is the common use case of position and relative element. Relative, using only relative element won't do the trick. It works more like absolute, it works more like static position, which is our default browser setting. You see nothing happen. The only way we can make the relative position take some effect is when we add some, maybe top of 50 pixel. Yeah, let's add to top of 50 pixel. Yeah, this is the only time it works. But if we don't add top, left, bottom, and the rest, nothing is going to happen. So that is the only way the relative position actually takes effect. So with this being said, let me show you guys how to use the static position. The key note from this tutorial: never forget, when you're using absolute position here, make sure you add relative position relative to the parent element, in order for the absolute element not to leave the parent element, unless you have some reason for doing. So let me show you guys how to use the sticky position. So let's change this from relative to sticky. So let's check our browser. So when you look at this, nothing actually happens. It's still like our web page is still on static position. So the sticky position works more like our relative position. So before it works, we have to ask for, let me, I can stop this call now. we have to add some top and left for it to take effect. So now let's add top of 0 pixel. So when it gets to top of 0 pixel, it should not move, should not leave the browser, it should not leave our viewport. So let's see this. So let's scroll. You see nothing still happened, but let's scroll. You see at 0 pixel it stopped moving and acts more like a fixed position. Then every other element goes beneath. You can see. So the fixed position, we also have fixed positions, also act more like our absolute position. So let's change this to fixed, fixed. And let's change this from top to bottom so you can see the effect very well. Bottom, and let's give it a left of 10 pixel. So let's see the result. So let's scroll. You can see everything is working, but the first child stays at this document flow. It does not move. That is why it is called the fixed position. Most time when you use this on your website, maybe you want a user to click on this to take the person back to the top of the top. That is when you can most that is when most people use this fixed position. But most time when you're creating a navbar, is either you use a static sticky position or you don't use a position at all. So with that being said, let me show you guys something, how to use something called Z index. So what do we do here now? Let's change this to absolute. Let's change this to absolute and add our relative position here. Position relative. So let's see what we have here first. Now you can see the first child is covering this second child. We are not able to see this second child very well. So there's this stuff you can use. Maybe if we want this second child to show instead of the first child, there's this stuff we can use called the Z index. So let's go to the second child and add position of relative to it, because the Z index only works when you have a position rule on your elements. So let's set this to Z index of, let's set this to Z index of 10. By default, I think it is 1 or so, but let's change it to Z index of 10. You can see now the second child is on top. So that is how to do it. Just whatever you want it to be at the top, you give it a greater Z index. So with that being said, let me show you guys the website. So if you want to learn more about CSS Position, you can go to CSS Trick website. So let's wait for it to load. Let's scroll down. I don't know why they are not ranked number 1 on this stage. Not my business. So if you want to read more about CSS Position or learn more, above that, always practice. Never you stop practicing, keep practicing. So yeah, you get to learn more about CSS Position. I didn't teach you guys inherit, so you can come here and learn more and see the browser support. Almost every browser supports CSS Position. Not almost all browsers support CSS Position. So here you can see static, relative, and the inherit. The position value doesn't cascade, so it can be used to specifically force it to. So you can just read about it and always practice, because if you don't get to practice, probably forget this stuff in 3 days time or less. So always practice. So if you like what I do here or the way I explain things, please kindly click on the subscription button and subscribe to my channel. Turn on the notification. So thank you for watching my YouTube for watching my tutorial. Thanks a lot, guys.